I think if you want a really good in-depth reading, you need to have your birth time. Like, I think that's step one. And in the United States, the Labor of Bureau statistics, they work hand in hand with your like birth certificate and you can get your birth time. So there's a lot of people that are like, my mom doesn't know, or we don't have it, or whatever. And that kind of sucks. But if you don't have your birth time, that's okay. I just think one of the most important pieces of your chart, every astrologer has their own like piece on this, but I think your rising is the most important.
Wow.
And the reason I think that is because that's where your chart starts. That's where your degrees are found. Getting like super into the depth of astrology. There's degrees, there's transit, there's all these little things that matter that are more than your sun sign. And I think that that's important to note if you're somebody that's like, well, I'm not like my sun sign. It's like, well, maybe you have no other placements in like
Me,
Leo or
yeah.
Taurus or,
Mhm.
and it's expressed in a totally different way. There's also deacons. So depending on where you were born in the month, you could be first, second, or third deacon of that sign. And then that's going to be a different expression. It is really deep, but I think your rising is one of the most important things. If you cannot get your birth time, there's just no way, shape, or form, you still can try to figure out some of your chart. You're just not going to have those like really depth degrees, transits, but you can get a good overview.
And tell you. Like, why is it the most important, do you feel?
I heard somebody say this like analogy the other day that your rising is the bus driver of this like bus that has all of your like planets and houses and
Mm.
everything in it. And your sun sign says, we want to go this way, but your rising sign kind of like drives you there.
Mm.
So I think that it's like a lot of
So you
people
wanna work
say,
with your rising
you wanna
sign.
work with your rising sign and the
Yeah.
ruler of your rising sign. So, mine am Pisces rising, and I have 2 rulers. I have a modern day and a, like, ancient, I guess, ruler, and it's Neptune and Jupiter, I believe. And so I have 2 to work with, which is funny for me. It's just, like, makes it more, like, free, I guess. But it's just good to work with that energy. It kind of tells you where you're going. That combined with your sun sign explains a lot about you. And your rising sign is going to be like a lot of times, what people feel when they first meet you.
Yeah, like those first impressions. I've heard that a
It can be
lot for
what you look
rising.
like.
Yes.
There's like an overlapping thing with like everybody's rising sign where there's like similar eye shape, hair color, even.
I've
Um,
noticed that with Virgo rising. Like,
yeah,
we do have a similar look. It's
yeah.
so interesting.
Like Pisces or Pisces rising have kind of like a doe, like the doe eyes and like a
They have,
soft
like, a
kind of
soft feel.
appearance. And like Virgo risings, I think I read something about like bold. You have like a bold face structure. You also have like usually darker like hair, darker features, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember all of
I've always
them.
had I've always, like, had, like, big chin bone, like, you could
Yeah,
see my, like, chin
it's like
bones
chiseled,
and
that like
yeah,
chiseled
yeah,
look. Yeah,
chiseled.
chiseled. Sorry, yeah. It looks good.
Chiseled.
So yeah, I just think your rising sign is really important for that reason. Do you have any questions on the rising sign?